Jason ended up unlisting both of these videos from YouTube and has changed his style on content drastically since then. His YouTube channel has a mere 10,000 subscribers despite posting over 3,000 videos, and all he posts now are reviews of his own company. Meanwhile, his TikTok account is full of just clips of him reacting to other people's content and sometimes posting clips from his workshops, and he doesn't even get 1,000 views per clip. It seems like his main marketing platform is Instagram now, where he has over 1 million followers and he uploads reels regularly, getting decent views. But despite his efforts, his reputation has already been sealed as an internet fraudster, with people commenting Jason is an example of if insecurity is a person. But while Jason had to change his style after getting embarrassed by Penguin Zero, YouTuber and streamer Only Use Me Blade was forced to stop his habits after it landed him in serious health issues. Brian Risso became popular for only using a knife to play Call of Duty, but as time passed, he turned into an alcoholic, causing his gameplay streams to slowly turn into unhinged drinking streams. And as his streams started going downhill, so did his character, as he started saying very concerning things in public.
I just have a lot of love to give. So if some random ugly whore bitch gets groped, she gets groped. You should be honored that I would ever grope you, you stupid bitch.
In fact, there are multiple clips of him actively SAing different women on camera like it was no big deal. But perhaps his most heinous crime would be the time he raped fellow streamer Gucci's while being on an RV trip and showing no remorse.
Oh, rape her again, rape her again, rape her again.
For being such a vile and questionable streamer, where he called him out directly after exposing all of his behavior.
He is a downright deplorable, revolting, adipose astronaut, a downright shit stain on the internet. He is easily the world's worst streamer. He is the max level of pathetic loser on this fucking planet. It's unbelievable. So, Blade, you're probably watching, if you can even keep your eyes open for this long without puking on yourself and falling over. You're a menace. You suck. You're a horrible person.
He ended up getting arrested live on stream in January 2024 while being too drunk to respond to cops, and he kept getting his YouTube channels terminated for his disgusting behavior. Like when he had his 4th YouTube channel terminated for saying the N-word 311 times in one single YouTube stream. After switching to Kick and Rumble didn't work out, he returned to YouTube again with a new channel. But all this alcohol abuse was taking its toll, and he was caught having a small seizure live on stream before shrugging it off. And at the rate at which his health was going downhill, fans were getting concerned and saying things like, I don't think he will see 2025. It seems like Brian has finally learned his lesson based on his Instagram post, which said, it's true that I've been sober a year. I stopped drunk streaming because my community and lifestyle made housing impossible if I continued. Of course, I get an itch to get lit, but I'm good. Although there are some fans who are supporting this decision and saying things like, I am so proud of you, the rest of his fan base consists of people who want to watch him get drunk and embarrassing himself, commenting things like, your sobriety is ruining my life. But where Blade's actions ended up causing his own health to go downhill, the same can't be said for Monty Lopez. He got awarded the title of the worst dad on TikTok by Penguin Zero on August 17, 2022, after he broke apart an entire family just to be popular online.
I'm sure all of you have heard of the name Addison Rae by now. He's one of the biggest stars on TikTok. That's someone's father. That's a 46-year-old man posting some fine, distilled, twice folded over, double picked up cringe on Maine.
Not only was Monty embarrassing himself to get famous, he was also being creepy with other influencers, like the time when he
to allegedly flirt with 19 and 20-year-olds. He even was having a 5-month affair here with a girl that's less than half his age. He allegedly cheated on his wife multiple times and they eventually got a divorce.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, he continued to post brain rot content online and humiliate himself.
Fucking Parasite claims videos that show clips of him embarrassing himself. His whole TikTok page is just his worst moments as a human being displayed. This guy has no self-awareness. Every single video he posts on there is a video that any sane person would want deleted and scrubbed from the internet forever. Yet he proudly posts.
and Charlie absolutely demolishes him for even trying to stand up for himself after doing what he does on the internet.
This absolute insufferable douchebag anus still has the audacity to try and somehow fight for his public reputation despite doing everything possible to sink to the lowest depths of hell to be the giant scumbag.
The only reason Monty ever became popular was because he's Addison Rae's dad, and without her in his life anymore, he quickly fell off, despite still uploading his cringe content, which led him to start posting spicy content on OF. His days of fame are now over, and all he does is post cringe on TikTok and get triggered by comments, like the time someone asked him, "Was it worth losing your family, Mr. Lopez?" To which he replied, "About as much as me liking this stupid comment, you'll remember this forever. I'll forget about it tomorrow. Actually tonight right after I send it." While Monty had simply been a victim of Penguin Zero exposing his cringy behavior, the next YouTuber on our list instead tried to start a fight with Charlie and ended up biting off more than he could chew. Vegan Gains was a bodybuilder and influencer known for being an aggressive vegan with completely unhinged takes.
Sick. And when I see babies in a stroller, especially when they're crying, I just want to put my foot through the thing and step on it until it's nothing but blood and pulp on the pavement.
But his clash with Penguin Zero started after Charlie made a video criticizing mukbang YouTuber So Young for torturing and eating an octopus, which Vegan Gains thought was hypocritical given that Charlie himself made and ate sausages, leading him to make a video targeted at him on April 17, 2020.
Than the animals that So Young horrifically murders on her YouTube channel, so it's completely hypocritical for you to criticize So Young when you can't even do that yourself. So you're just a complete hypocrite, and if anything, what you're doing is arguably worse because, again, you're paying someone else to do it.
Charlie responded logically, clearing up the confusion as well as defending himself.
So for him to say that I want to go out of my way to slap these meat producers in the face with money because I need that precious meat and don't care how they treat the animals is outright wrong. It's not illegal, nor is it some type of moral conundrum to like animals but still eat meat.
The other points that Vegan Gains made were also quite weak, often mentioning scenarios completely unrelated to Penguin Zero.
If somebody shot a dog in their backyard, killed it instantly in one shot, would you say, "Oh, good, you know, he humanely, nicely murdered his dog"? No.
Yeah, this comparison you've given here is actual dog shit. This doesn't fit anywhere into this ballpark here. Someone came and shot your pet for no reason. When these animals are being killed, there is a reason behind it. It is so that it can provide food for people out there.
And despite Charlie debunking all the accusations, Vegan Gains kept trying to milk the drama for more views, leading to Charlie making a second video to expose Vegan Gains' concerning behavior.
Recently, you made fun of a bodybuilder who took a picture with a child with cancer.
Cancer is an almighty killer, and I wish there was a cure for it. I, for one, will be supporting Team Lewis in the future, and hope you guys will too. One day, cancer will be a thing of the past.
He defended his statement by trying to manipulate what he has actually done.
Well, Eddie, since we're still waiting for that cure for cancer to be found, how about in the meantime we try and prevent ourselves from developing cancer in the first place?
Which only made it easier for Charlie to destroy his argument.
Vegan Gains defends this clip vehemently by saying he's clearly not mocking this child with cancer, but I don't know how he can possibly not see how it seems like he is by the way he's talking. If I talk to you that way, Vegan Gains, you'd think that I'm mocking you, right? Like, "My name's Richard and I'm so mad at meat." That sounds like I'm making fun of you, doesn't it?
Vegan Gains started receiving a lot of backlash for his aggressive behavior, and he's losing subscribers steadily over the last few years. And where he used to get hundreds of thousands of views before his clash with Penguin Zero, his recent videos barely crossed 10,000 views. In fact, things have gotten so desperate for him that he's started his OF page. It's unlikely that he will ever return to his former glory, given that people view him as every negative vegan stereotype rolled into a single human. But while Vegan Gains has been trying to get into shape and work on his content, the next YouTuber ended up resorting to scamming innocent people after his career was ended permanently by Penguin Zero. Chris Monroe, better known as Drunk Invasion, went viral for his videos picking up girls from the streets and kissing them, but once his videos were exposed to be fake by H3H3, he started losing viewers and his videos got demonetized, leading to him even considering selling his channel. But when nobody bought his dead channel, he tried to do something big to get his viewers' attention by posting a video that would later end up being the final nail in the coffin.
I'm gonna try to kiss my sister. So she's here, and I'm gonna try to kiss my sister. This is gonna be really weird, but I owe you guys something big, so.
And this resulted in a really awkward and uncomfortable interaction, which eventually turned into a full-blown makeout session. As expected, this blew up all over the internet and landed him in the sights of Penguin Zero, who made a video about him on April 20, 2019, titled The Most Pathetic YouTuber.
None are more shameless or just downright batshit insane than prank invasion. There's nothing more I can say about prank invasion that hasn't been said about your creepy uncle or the pedophile gym teacher you had growing up. This man is a downright fiend.
But what caught Charlie's attention even more were Chris's absurd tweets challenging H3 for a boxing or chess match for $100,000, claiming he would delete his YouTube channel if he lost. Except he soon revealed that it was all a trick to get more Twitter impressions and secure a brand deal, which made zero sense.
Why the fuck would someone give you $25,000 if you didn't even promote their brand? That's not a brand deal, you goddamn Cro-Magnon fucking troglodyte idiot. Saddest shit I think I've seen from a pathetic YouTuber, and there's so many pathetic YouTubers. But this really took the cake, because it's so blatantly obvious that he's just making this shit up as he's tearing up behind his keyboard.
This marked the end of Prank Invasion's career, and on June 5, 2019, he made a final Twitter post saying, "Thank you for everything. It was a fun journey. One thing is for certain, whether you loved me or hated me, when you were 90 years old rocking in your old chair, you will still remember exactly who Prank Invasion was or who Chris is, whatever my name is." However, that was the last time Chris has been in the public eye, and it doesn't seem like many people remember him or even know him just 5 years later. Although his public name was Chris Monroe, it seems like his real name is Christopher Manavi, and he is the founder of an Airbnb management company called Soda Stays. But perhaps this is just his new way of pranking people, based on the Google reviews for his company. Worst company ever. They stole my money. Owner, probably meaning Chris, came out in his new Mercedes SUV and walked through my properties, collected money and then no response and blocked number. While another person wrote, Christopher Manavi is a scam artist. He has stolen from people and he's driving a BMW i8. Sorry excuse for a man, we'll be seeing you in court soon. While Chris has been openly scamming people just to live in his delusional luxury life, after Charlie ended his career, YouTuber Boogie2988 has instead resorted to becoming a professional victim. Boogie2988 is a YouTuber best known for his video game rants and for getting his PhD in stupidity, which he demonstrated to everyone when he tried to sell a cryptocurrency called Fatty Token in June 2024.
True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same woman a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
And when CoffeeZilla exposed him for scamming his own audience, he just acted dumb.
There's $3 million of trading volume on this little shitcoin that you just promoted.
I told them they won't make money. I literally told you go broke buying this coin.
You
I
can't
literally
think.
in the tweets and in the videos, I said, don't buy this coin, you'll go broke if you want to be broke like me.
Given the absurdity of the situation, Charlie made a video on him just to deliver the death blow.
Boogie2988 is not only the most manipulative YouTuber this platform's ever seen, but he's also among the stupidest as well.
Where he roasted Boogie for his own stupidity.
And this is actually one of his go-to bread and butter defense strategies anytime he finds himself in hot water. He'll always play the card of, oh, I'm not an evil person, I'm just a bumbling moron. I got zapped by an idiot beam. Timmy Turner made a wish that I'd be an imbecile and, well, that's out of my control now. I'm not a bad person, I'm just stupid.
And also debunked his defense by showing the actual graph.
Fatty for life, yeah! Look at this graph. Looks like every other rug pull shitcoin that ever entered the market. Absolute ramblings of a madman, doing his absolute best to try and avoid looking like the bad guy. And in doing so, he always looks even more of a bad guy.
He concluded his points by saying what he actually wants from Boogie.
I want to see you stop being a piece of shit scammer who manipulates his audience and constantly lies. That's what I want. That's what the majority of people would like to see. A triumphant story about how you finally took some responsibility for your own actions, grew from them, learned from them, and actually stopped being the asshole that you are.
But that might have been too much to ask, as he was soon caught doing something much worse. When CoffeeZilla asked him what he did with the money he earned through his crypto scam, this is what he said.
The money's already spent. It's at my hospital right now. It's gone. I used it to pay debts. I used it to pay medical debt. I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer.
Except for the fact that he never actually got diagnosed with cancer.
Right. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
And when confronted, he just ended up having a meltdown.
You showed me a payment for $550 on June 28th after we talked, after you told me the money was all gone.
Yes! Have you never heard of the colloquialism? Yeah, that money's all gone. It's all spent. I have a specific thing I need to do with it. Have you never heard that colloquialism? Use fucking Google then! It's very common!
This prompted a second video by Penguin Zero, clowning on Boogie further for lying about cancer.
Boogie2988 is a pathological liar. He cannot help himself. Just like a pile of dog shit can't help but smell like poop, Boogie can't help but lie. Even about the most trivial things ever.
As the hate he was receiving was getting out of hand, he decided to punish himself by posting a video titled, "I tattooed liar to my face."
I'm a 50-year-old man with a face tattoo. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 50. This is how I spend my birthday, everybody. And I deserve it. I get it.
And although you'd expect him to apologize and show regret, he was instead just focused on trying to gather pity.
I still have a doctor's appointment in like 16 days. I have to go see my doctor, and he's going to ask what this is about. And I still have this disease, and I still have to treat it.
His viewers, however, weren't buying this act, with people commenting things like, "Bro is in love with being a victim," and "This is literally the worst way to deal with being called out." His YouTube channel has been steadily losing hundreds of thousands of subscribers over the years, with fans realizing that Boogie is nothing more than a scammer and a liar. While Boogie will forever remain known as a liar after being outed by Penguin Zero, YouTuber vigilante Mama Max instead ended his own career by starting a fight with Penguin Zero for no reason. Max Striker was a YouTube vigilante whose goal was to hunt for predators and PDF files on the internet and expose them. However, things took a shocking turn on November 25, 2023, when Timu Batman posted a video out of nowhere titled, "This is the great cancellation of all time." It featured Penguin Zero in the thumbnail, but once you actually click on the video, it turns out to have nothing to do with Charlie at all.
My name is Max Striker. I'm a filmmaker dedicated to empowering children. This is a call to action disguised as a cancellation. It is my hope that it will bring the maximum amount of eyes and ears to crucial issues in our society.
And he was just using Charlie's face as clickbait and throwing shade on Charlie for not responding to his Discord messages.
You are a voice heard by millions. We reached out hoping for a private response at the very least. Your platform has the power to drive significant change, yet many voices remain unheard amid the digital clamor.
Charlie immediately cleared it up on his stream.
Stop ignoring Mama Max. Yeah, still here. You want me to talk about it a little bit? That rubbed me the wrong way. We talked like a month ago about like what he was working on in his investigation. Apparently when I had COVID, he messaged me a couple times and I never saw it. And now he's taken that as me ghosting and ignoring his very important mission. And it really rubs me the wrong way.
And this only ended up looking bad for Max, and people started calling him out by saying making a 21-minute video because a guy stopped messaging you on Discord.
It's underground base.
Besides this, he was also under intense scrutiny after he
Kind of. I started it
and fellow YouTuber Night Dog for being
underground,
free, resulting in all of Max's friends turning against him. Max took a long break from YouTube, finally posting again on August 31, 2024, titled "Speaking Up," but instead of taking accountability, he carried on as if nothing had happened.
Now, people have taken my silence as an admission of guilt. That is not the case. I was simply respecting the wishes of those I was advocating for. But I am not the monstrous villain I've been caricaturized as.
Soon afterwards, he ended up making a long video talking about the whole controversy, where he tried to accuse Charlie of lying about his COVID and deliberately ghosting him.
So according to his own uploads, Charlie had COVID from October 30th to November 16th. 4 days out of 12 that he claimed he was not doing anything online.
And then he spent 12 days not doing anything online in bed. I barely used Discord in the first place. It was a miracle I ever even saw his message to begin with.
However, what he had failed to talk about was all the deplorable things he had been accused of, such as manipulating others and trying to falsely accuse people. Instead, he just made another 3-hour video trying to get revenge on those who exposed him, but he was already an entire year late and no one really cared about this anymore, with one viewer even comparing him to the Japanese soldier who kept fighting 29 years after World War II. His videos didn't get as many views as before, and his channel has lost over 100,000 subscribers since he got involved in controversy. Natalie Reynolds is a kick streamer, TikToker, and OF creator who made headlines for all the wrong reasons in May 2024 when she nearly killed a disabled woman on stream by paying her to jump into water despite knowing that she can't swim.
Jump in the water to find it for me.
Well, why don't you jump in with me?
I'll give you $20, right? No.
No. All right.
Oh!
However, she soon came to her senses and started denying everything.
Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
And when it became clear that the woman was in trouble, she and her crew just laughed and fled the scene.
I can't swim. I can
You literally died.
No, stop. Seriously,
Wait.
don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. No, please. Please, God. No, please, he's floating. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I think you literally just burned away.
No, I didn't. I swear. No, I didn't. Let's go. There, she's drowning.
Charlie exposed them for not even having a shred of humanity because of the way they reacted.
You can really see the concern wash over each of their smiling faces as they're confronted with the very real possibility that that woman might drown and die because of the streamer's actions.
And also called them out for not helping at all.
She is just a piece of shit. She actually would have killed that woman if there weren't others around to call 911. That's unfathomable to me. Not only did she not do anything to help, but the dudes that are with her did nothing to help. All they did was laugh at the situation.
However, Natalie found herself in the waters once again in 2025 when fans started noticing a weird pattern. Natalie's TikToks were eerily similar to those of Brett Wong, another famous TikToker, and it wasn't just a trend. She was specifically targeting Brooke and doing whatever she was doing, going as far as to make a cardboard cutout of Brooke's boyfriend Sam and using it in her videos. But when confronted, she just denied it completely and blamed Brooke instead.
She wants to be me. She's copying everything I do. I'm just not cool with that.
Given how obvious it was that she had been copying Brooke, fans mass reported Natalie and got her banned from TikTok.
I have been banned from TikTok, and I'm here to explain the truth as to why I got banned. A popular creator on this app is so jealous of me and my fans that she purposely tried to sabotage my TikTok.
And even her own fans were against her, saying congratulations for being banned. Desperate, she went to TikTok's
You're getting that
headquarters
funny look in your eye,
trying to get
Cat.
TikTok banned. And even showed up to Brooke's doorstep trying to talk to her. This was extremely creepy behavior, leading to people commenting at this point put her in jail. While Natalie has been successfully kicked off the internet after landing herself in one too many controversies, the same can't be said about Chris Tyson. Mr. Beast's close friend Ava Chris Tyson, who got exposed for her disturbing behavior with minors online, led to Penguin Zero making a video on July 24, 2024, titled Ava Chris Tyson's situation is crazy.
I believe that it is an unforgivable thing that has been done. Talking to minors inappropriately is horrible, and having this kind of continued relationship with a minor where you're sharing edgy and inappropriate jokes back and forth and being in group chats and voice chats with children and saying gross things around them is so weird that it is not okay under any situation. It's disgusting behavior.
The video hit over 13 million views, outing Ava as a PDF file to the world. As a result, Ava decided to leave Mr. Beast's team, saying, "It's best I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family."
Oh,
and
both
mental
meals
health."
right here
But
now.
despite what she said, she has been posting
Come on.
regularly on her YouTube
Have a
channel
seat.
and changed the description to make it seem like it's a fan page and not the official channel, although viewers did not buy it at all. The fact that this is the official Chris Tyson account, disgusting. After the allegations came out, she posted a video
Hey,
titled
what's up?
exposing the truth, Chris Tyson's "Do You Like Kids" allegation explained on August 9, 2024.
Everybody
which
showed up,
created
even the
an
cats.
obviously fake allegation video.
You alright, buddy? What's wrong?
I just want to double check. Do you actually like kids?
Oh, hang on. I gotta pet the cat.
That is true. See? How many times are you gonna ask that?
Do you watch them?
Yes, true. Sorry.
Would you date someone your age?
Why would I do that? No. True.
Hell no.
She has also been doing reaction videos to Mr. Beast's content.
Why would you run towards the money?
I'm doing alright. I was
She
sick
is also
yesterday,
posting completely random vlogs
so
where
I
the
didn't
viewers
stream a whole lot.
hear it. As more people suspected
I
that
slept
it's Ava
mostly.
herself and not a fan behind the
I'm
account,
feeling better
she was
today.
forced to change her channel name and logo to Chris Vault in order to appear like a fan page. But despite her efforts, the hate kept coming in, with people saying the fact you obviously have no remorse is sick. However, while Chris can't escape hate even if she disguises herself as a fan page, the same can't be said about Colleen Ballinger, who came under fire by the internet in April of 2020 when she was exposed for mailing her lingerie to a 13-year-old kid. Sexual content, predatory behavior, sexualizing of a minor. Colleen Ballinger comparing the various
That's
leaks in
fucking
her
weird
house
as
to the
shit.
vagina of an underage girl. With these extremely serious allegations lined up against her, she released what holds the YouTube record for the worst apology video ever.
Aboard the toxic gossip train.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling well yesterday.
Down the tracks of misinformation. The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer.
And as you would expect, she got clowned on by the rest of the internet, including YouTube's final boss, Penguin Zero.
In the face of very serious claims, she decides to put on the entire clown outfit and grab her trusty ukulele and go to battle. But it's not really a battle because she doesn't even really tackle any of the claims. She doesn't refute anything or defend herself. She just makes a song.
Not only did she not address any of their concerns, but she just completely disrespected all her victims by not taking it seriously.
It doesn't make any sense. This is just invalidating to all of her victims.
There's no
Like,
zombies in
she
here.
is, like, actually like, laughing in their face with this video, I feel. It's pretty disgusting, actually.
This infamous apology by Colleen resulted in her losing all her fans and ending her career for good. Her behavior is not only passive-aggressive, but toxic narcissistic behavior, blaming victims, invalidating, gaslighting, trying to act like she's the victim of others.
Why is there no
Subscribers
zombies?
18 million across 2 channels, both of which have been completely abandoned. And for now, the only channel she is currently active on is Colleen Vlogs, where she has 2 million subscribers and shares her daily life with her children and family.
You okay, buddy? What's wrong?
She also has an Instagram page with 7 million followers, where she still posts key moments in her life. And although
How many
she doesn't
spawning
really
gets
get
shut
as many
off?
views as she used to,
That's why.
she seems a lot happier now, enjoying her time with her family and staying out of internet
Well, that's
controversies.
fucking bogus.
If you like this video, you'll probably enjoy these ones as well, and don't forget to subscribe.
You okay, buddy?
Speedrunning an intro here. I just learned about some of the most entertaining drama of 2024. I saw
How
it
come you're
through
being
Evil
all
Primary's
lovey?
video covering the situation 2 weeks ago, and it is still going currently today. It's about the CEO of a parchment paper business losing his mind and having this whiny temper tantrum meltdown, all because he watched a TikTok video of a girl being cooked a meal by her father.
When I told my dad I was going to be getting him the same pans that Gordon Ramsay has, he was so excited. I'm talking about the Hex-clad pans, and today
It's a super innocent video of this girl's dad making a meal, and the CEO of parchmentpaper.com was angrier about this than he would be if he walked in on his wife having sex with another man. Though it is quite the stretch of imagination to envision
I got
this
Buddy
guy, this
here.
lunatic,
Buddy,
with
for
any
some
kind of
reason, wants to
companionship
be
in his
all
life.
lovey.
So after watching this, he was infuriated, went on the actual company's business account, and left a mean comment, which started a series of events he couldn't have possibly foreseen.
I posted a video yesterday of my dad cooking for me with these Hexclad pans that we had gotten. There was a comment on there where the person goes,
Yeah, that bumping
"Must
noise
be
is
tough
his
living
head
life
keeps
on
hitting the
easy mode."
microphone.
I also didn't think the comment was rude at first, so I responded with, "Lucky to have parents who make it possible." And they responded, "Yeah, we get it. You have no skills and family money."
That's already such a weird comment right there. Must be nice living life on easy mode when it's just a girl getting cooked a meal by a caring father. Like, how bitter and miserable can your life possibly be to just see something like that and be like, I gotta give her a piece of my mind? That's a line that's usually used in reference to camming or OnlyFans or something. Must be nice living life on recruit difficulty because men are giving you a ton of money just to be hot or be naked or something. And this guy's taking that same energy and putting it into this situation where it's just a girl being cooked a meal by her father. Make it make sense. So he's so upset that he's doing this from the actual business account for parchmentpaper.com. So the Parchment Paper Patriot is really having a conniption. And then the poster responds saying, you know, it's supportive family, got lucky. She said she didn't even find it rude at first, which I don't know how you would see that as anything other than rude. But regardless, her response was super sweet, and he gets even more heated about that, fucking steam coming out of his ears, and goes, "Yeah, we get it. You have no skills and family money." What kind of projection is this? Holy insecurity. What do you mean you have no skills? All she did was show a video of her dad cooking her a good meal. It's ridiculous to assume that she has no skills. It's based on nothing. She could have bow hunting skills, nunchuck skills. She could be one of the most skillful human beings on the fucking planet. We have no idea. And then he's going, it's just your family's money. You're suckling off their bosom because your parents have money. What is happening here? Do you have no skills because you probably order Uber Eats all the time? Is your skill just ruining businesses? Like, I mean, that's a pretty cool skill, I guess. This is only the beginning of his rampage, and he just fully self-destructs over the course of the next few hours. It's like Chaozu from Dragon Ball Z, when Chaozu latches onto Nappa and blows himself up, but the sacrifice was in vain because Nappa
How come as soon as I start streaming, you want me to pet you?
Patriot blows up, and the girl.
It'll be a good
totally
morning
fine
when
and
you
makes
buy
an
something
absolute clown
and get
out
the
of this
fuck
guy.
out of here. You
Dunks
think
on
you're
him.
pretty
She
smart now,
obliterates
don't
this
you?
man.
And at that
Here's your
point,
pay,
I'm just like, okay, what the
Einstein.
hell? Like, maybe this account is hacked, because from a business account, that seems kind of weird. So I send them an email, and I'm like, hey, like, I think somebody's on your business account, like, leaving cyberbullying comments. Didn't say anything else. That was it. And then I get an email from the CEO of...
I think anybody in their right mind would assume that that business account is hacked.
Listen
because
up,
what little
jackass.
toddler
You
would
better
be
not
shitting
fuck
their
this
pants,
up,
soiling their
or
diaper
I'll
over
cut your
something as
goddamn
simple
throat.
as watching a TikTok video of a girl being cooked a meal by her father. So I think that's very sound logic. Oh, this account must be hacked. I'll let the business know. So she reaches out, and the CEO himself, Brandon Howard, steps forward, saying, I don't consider stating factual information is cyberbullying, but if you're offended over a comment about having no skill set while getting to frolic through life with family money and bullying, I'd call the cyberbully police. Delete the comment and move on.
Oh, the internet's gonna
Cheers.
do what the internet
Brandon, I
does.
think the department we need on this case is the cringe police, because Jiminy Christmas, holy
And
cannoli.
you're not even gonna have to ask them
yeah,
to
you
do
tried
it.
a facts don't care about your feelings moment there. What facts are we talking about? Her having no skill set? You have no idea who she is. You know nothing about her. All you watched was her get cooked a meal. I'm sure your parents cooked you meals at some point, right? Maybe they don't anymore because you're probably insufferable to be around, so they probably cut you off. I imagine that's the case, which is why you're so upset over this moment. I don't see at all how this would be indicative of her just frolicking through life, coasting off of her family's money. That's a unreal leap in logic based on
Go-karts.
nothing at all.
Hey, I wanna
And
ride a
honestly,
go-kart.
She was like a good Samaritan here, like looking out for your business, thinking that you might have been hacked because of how awful this behavior is and how terrible of a look it is for your business, and then you double down and make things significantly worse by being this big loser. Also, I love the chutzpah here from
Where are the
Big
go-karts?
Baby Brandon to claim that she
gotta
was
be.
offended over his comment when this sensitive worm was offended first over her being made a meal. This guy needs to call an ambulance because he can't stop crying about this video of a father making a meal for his daughter.
Considering my parents literally grew up in mud huts, worked their ass off to get out of India, get us here, and get me to the position that I am and able to have a full-time job and a side career, he goes back to the page and goes, cyberbullying is even more funny, and the fact that you emailed us to tell us is actually hilarious. Enjoy frolicking through life and leave the rest up to us adults who create actual economic value without a trust.
Yeah, leave the heavy lifting up to the real adults, like Brandon Howard, CEO of ParchmentPaper.com. It's comical that the parchment paper guy is trying to act hard here. Like, I don't know what he expected to happen. He just looks so stupid, claiming that she's like a trust fund kid based on nothing. Literally nothing. All just gobbledygook here. All you saw was a video of her getting made a meal by her father. How could you possibly connect all of these weird dots? To me, it seems like the person who's really frolicking through life on easy mode is you, who has unlimited time in the day to respond to random people on TikTok and leave comments that just let everyone know that you're an outrageous asshole. Like, you must not be doing that well business-wise, if that's what it's boiled down to here.
They did send me a legal notice. It came from
Yeah, business gotta be slow if he's trolling people on the internet all day.
They are really worried about the safety of their team, and if I don't remove the defamatory posts on TikTok, they will be taking legal action, which I don't believe it's defamatory
Because it's not defamatory at all. All she did was share his comments, which are public, in that email, his statements, all from his mouth. This stupid douchebag is just doing one of those desperate Hail Mary maneuvers when they have nothing else left and trying their absolute best to save a sinking ship from the holes that they themselves have poked in. And it doesn't work, and it actually leads to him looking like even more of a clown, because she points out some pretty interesting things about this cease and desist.
So yeah, like, I don't believe it's defamatory. I also don't believe you have a legal department because you signed it incorrectly. It says legal department at parchmentpapers.com. You forgot the dot.
Did you forget to delete the part where it says, like, your contact information because you're using a template? And also, what's with the cease and desist? I thought it was CEASE. Who's doing your spell check?
Good heavens, Brandon Howard did some ayahuasca and tried to send a cease and desist and lost himself somewhere in the sauce. So apparently it was signed incorrectly from legal department at parchmentpapers.com, and then here's some more information on it, I suppose, where he left in your contact information in brackets. So as she points out, that means he's most likely
some
using
YouTuber sent a
that is actually that shit
cease and assist, or cease and assist. It's stop and help. That's what it was.
I made a big boo-boo because
it was instead of.
He fucking left that in. This absolute buffoon.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
goober doesn't even know what a cease and desist is. He did seize and desist. Holy shit. I think he's the only one that works at this company. Nobody else saw this before the email got sent out. His supposed legal department okayed this. If he doesn't have a legal department, they need to be fired right now. They need to get fired yesterday. Because that is a disgrace. That is not a legal document whatsoever. Fucking your contact information in brackets, cease and desist. You couldn't have made that any worse. This legal document he tried to send over is now more worthless than the parchment paper that he's built his life upon.
Another day, another email. This time, you decided to fix the typos. Congratulations. And you also told me you're fixing the typos. Very interesting thing for your legal department to say.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. She is cooking him harder than the meal that her father cooked her in the first place that started all of this. I love how he proudly calls attention to fixing the typos. Like a student in class, like, oh, excuse me, teacher. I fixed the spelling mistakes in the cursive. Fix the typos just in case you couldn't figure out. We're very serious about this issue, as your direct actions to intentionally harm to us. Oh my god. The grammar is diabolical as well. And our company is not being taken lightly. We expect action to be taken within 48 hours. See attached. There's probably a picture of Brandon Howard's butthole here going to spread goatsy on her. So, this is clearly, again, written by someone that is lacking a 4th grade education. Brandon, I think your first hire at parchmentpaper.com should be an English tutor for yourself here. This is bad. How you even attempt to run a business is beyond me. I guess they just let anyone into the parchment paper industry these days. But yeah, so Brandon again tries to strike back here, and again looks super dumb for it. But congrats on fixing the typos, idiot.
But your cease and desist at the bottom, I saw that it said rocketlawyer.com. So of course I had to call them and ask them, is this a real legal document? And they said no immediately, and they said this looks like a phishing scam and you should probably not respond.
Oh god, even rocketlawyer.com's shooting spitballs at Brandon now. Just saying that, no, it's definitely not real. It's probably a phishing scam. Don't respond to it. Oh, what do you use the parchment paper for, Brandon? Honestly, it's almost poetic that the guy who owns a paper business can't read or write very well. It's poetic almost.
Anyways, then you decided you're going to start using my work
I'm sorry,
email,
buddy.
Which is public, to sign me up for corn sites, for Scientology, but you forgot that those companies will actually send you the IP where the accounts were made from. And it's funny because it's pinging in California, and I'm not in California, so... But I do remember that on Trustpilot, when you had your address up, it was coming up in California. Suspicious, huh?
Brandon's out here collecting L's like they're the Infinity Stones. He is greedy for that shit. He can't stop losing. And I can't stop thinking about how he signed off that legal document about, like, having 48 hours to comply or whatever. Trying to give it, like, a deadline. Like, this is the ultimatum. You've got to do it within 40 hours or else. It's gonna get serious if you couldn't tell. That's just so lame. Like, I feel like he must have just watched Mission Impossible at some point. This message will self-destruct upon finishing. That kind of thing, and he tried to channel that into this document here to give, like, a sense of urgency, but it falls so flat.
But you want attention so freaking bad because you will not stop talking about this. You are basically the only one who is still talking about this at this point. Since my initial email to you where I thought your company was hacked, I have not tried to contact you. At first, you were laughing and sipping Mai Tais on the beach, and then you were having crybaby sales because this was drawing you so much attention.
So this video is only 3 days old, which is weeks after Brandon's biblical meltdown. And he's still going on about it. So this is a screenshot from his Crybaby special, which, oh my god, the irony almost makes me sick. This fucking guy lacks self-awareness to an almost delusional degree. He is the only one that has been crying. He started with the waterworks and the French cries because he watched a girl get cooked a meal by her father. He is the crybaby. And yet he's still trying to push it on everyone else like they're the problem. Our thousands of real customers will appreciate this. On sale, custom dimensions on demand. Boy, howdy, Brandon. Custom dimension parchment paper? I'm out the door. I gotta get on that right now. All these real customers are probably just so excited by this. Nothing makes me believe in a company quite like them referring to their customers as the real customers. I'm sure there's probably dozens.
Those legal letters were not working. You thought it would be a smart idea to reach out to my boss at the agency that I work for and ask him to remediate the situation for you. You thought you could tell my boss to tell me to delete my videos just because you involved your business by commenting from your business profile does not mean that you get to include my place of work.
Pathetic, slimy tactics from an absolute grease ball here. So he apparently contacts her boss to try and wind down fix it,
Oh, did you see him
which
duck?
obviously didn't do anything. Brandon, this is so sad. This is so embarrassing.
When all of this failed, you thought it would be a great idea to send me one more email stating that you will deal with it as you see fit, whatever the hell that means. And then you decided to add this banner to your website. I'm sure you think that
This is when it gets so spicy. We do not support woke, feminist, cancel culture, hate mob groups who do nothing positive in our community.
Dude, one got backup, man.
Paper.com website. This guy has lost his marbles. He's off his gourd right now. He's going sicko mode. Brother, what are you even talking about? All you do is showcase your comments and make fun of you. What is the woke feminist cancel culture? You made yourself look stupid and people clowned on you for it, rightfully so. You are the problem. And also, didn't you just try one of those cancel culture maneuvers by contacting her boss and her place of work to get her in trouble because of you and your beef with her? How can you lack self-awareness to this degree? It's almost criminal, I would say. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, he got this guy on his website at that point, and I also love how he says that she does nothing positive for the community. When you came out of nowhere, the negative Nancy, just saying that she lives life on easy mode and has no skills and relies on her family's money, all just because she had a video of her father cooking for her. What are you talking about? What positive shit do you bring to the world, Brandon? Now, I will say, that section right there is just so outlandish with the woke feminist cancel culture mob being on Paper's website.
Man.
It's so over the top that I have to...
I live next to a company called GTI,
and I also
which is
to believe
Green
that
Thumbs
Brandon would be
Industry.
competent enough to
They
even put that
grow
on his website in the
marijuana.
first place. I just don't think he
They
has the
just, I
capability
guess
to
they
do
just
that.
turned on their
And I really don't think he has a
vents
team
or
around him. I
something,
think it's just
their
him.
air
So I
system.
think that one might not be
Man,
real,
they're growing a
but
good
to
batch.
argue against that point, his statements on the official Black Label Paper Instagrams echo that same sentiment about like the woke cancel culture mob and all of that shit. So there is a chance that it's real. There is a very good chance that it's real, but I do want to put it out there that I haven't been able to 100% confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is, because as of right now, it's not on the website. But he could have just deleted it after backlash.
But you continue to talk about it, you continue to make stories about it, and you continually want the attention. As if all of this was not enough, you decided that you were going to start making all of your stories on your Black Label Paper account involving your other company now for no apparent reason. Take down another company, why don't you?
So this is his other business that he's now calling in off the bench for this drama. I cannot imagine why he thought that'd be a good idea, but it's Black Label Paper. So all of his businesses are parchment and paper related, and I would wager a guess that the quality of his product is most likely atrocious, probably not even like worthy to be toilet paper if I had to guess. So he goes, all you fucking losers need to stop messaging us about a fake TikTok account made by her and her dumb ass minions because her fragile little ego couldn't handle a couple smart ass comments on IG about skill set and money. I've never had the commie bullshit app TikTok in my entire life. A bold-faced lie. Also, why would you be posting this on your business account again? Like, your real customers that didn't know about it are now being made aware of it, and you look so weak and pathetic and all. And tell that little... Oh my god. Oh, what? Oh, I can't even read these. Holy shit. Fucking losers, I swear, it's been 2 weeks almost and still have to deal with this childish bullshit. You are the only one keeping it up, by the way. You are the only one that still is doing this and engaging with it. No one else is talking about it. This drama it's dried up. It's gone stale. But he keeps putting it on people's radar. He keeps serving this up on a plate to us. He's cooking it for us. And we're eating it. He's doing it. He's the chef. She is too immature to settle this privately, and I'm not going to let some woke hate mob ruin my reputation because they live in some mystical fairyland of make-believe and think because they have 20k followers they're doing something in life. Clown emojis. I also can't help but laugh at how much he keeps trying to throw out woke, cancel culture, all of that kind of shit. Just a bunch of buzzwords that don't even apply here, because all that happened was she showed these comments from a laughably embarrassing CEO that he publicly made and then shared his email where he doubled down on it. That's it. It's all his fault. There's nothing else beyond that. And he just can't accept it. He can't come to terms with reality because he lives in the mystical fairyland. Like, he's in the fucking Narnia. Nobody else. It's just him. Here's another one of his posts, this time on a really cute background. He talks about Business Insider and some articles reaching out for a comment. Some fragile ego wannabe influencer IG about their lack of skill set and frolicking through life, where she got so offended and cited the woke hate mob smear campaign against me to get me canceled. Fake accounts were made by her delusional woke followers. He just keeps sprinkling that in there as much as possible, just trying desperately. I cleared up the reality of the situation with all three media outlets. It didn't fit their narrative either, which was to further extend the adult-children drama. God. So after 9 years in business, 3 business publications don't care about the good I sound and the help I give to people on a daily fucking basis. Yeah, I'm sure your parchment is invaluable. I'm sure you're doing a great job. You really seem like a stand-up gentleman. My entire goal is just to hate people who try and do good. You really seem like you're striving to do good, Brandon. You really fucking do, brother. Yeah. What a saint. Oh, they demand respect yet do absolutely nothing to earn it and hate every person who doesn't bend over for their spineless agenda. If you're gonna try and shit on me, my brand, business, and companies, you losers need a job, hobby, life outside of TikTok. Fucking losers in their 20s with an 11-year-old intelligence, but yeah, I'm the asshole. Yeah, you are the asshole, Brandon. Also, you're the one with the 11-year-old intelligence. You can't even read and write properly. You tried to make a legal department, like, to cosplay as a legal department, and couldn't even get the emails correctly. Typos out the wazoo, and even in the ones where you fix the typos and even proudly proclaim that you fix the typos, you still make a typo. You suck. Like, you were the one with the child brain.
Sure what your end game here is, and I'm not even sure that you know what your end game here is, but In your own words, I don't have time to bicker back and forth about some nonsense comments, nor is it my problem that you're offended over them.
Yeah, that about sums that up. I think she did a great job of just closing the book on it with that final statement there.
Yes, she did.
I think this whole drama has been so wacky, like entertainingly silly, all over nothing. It started over nothing. Just a really insecure, sensitive guy who lost his mind and couldn't help but do as much damage to him and his business's reputation. And very impressive stuff. I had to talk about this when I learned about it. Huge thanks to Pinely for showing me this, because this is gold. This is some of that like top tier drama. You know what I mean? So I had to talk about it. That's about it. See ya.
I need something else to
There's
listen
an
to.
interesting phenomenon a lot of us have observed where the smaller something is, the more aggressive it tends to be. At least in 2 cases that I can
Oh,
think
tough
of
guy
with
got humbled. I'm
dogs.
gonna have to hear that.
Small dogs oftentimes go ballistic, like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries, and just like trying to attack bigger animals or like get really loud, like Chihuahuas are notorious for it. But we can observe that same behavior in small men. Short man syndrome. I think probably the best example of that is Bagel Ball. I know that's a deep cut at this point because it happened quite a few years ago. That's like referencing season 1 of the internet at this point with how fast things move. But I think a lot of you remember the Bagel Boss where he freaked out, you know, started going crazy and reckless all because he thought someone was making fun of his height. And short man syndrome is something that's been discussed quite a bit. As a short man, I can tell you with confidence, it's not all of us. We don't all have that trait. But the reason I bring that up is because of a body cam I watched today, where someone
We're doing alright. Buddy's being real lovey right now for some reason. He's sleeping in my lap.
A big attitude adjustment.
Shoujo was here a minute ago. I don't know where she went. She had that funny look in her eye.
What part are you in?
She's probably out playing with her toys or
I
something.
don't gotta go nowhere. I'm right here. I don't got. Yeah,
Tearing up
if
the
you
shower
got-
curtain.
What are you walking up on me like that for? What's up? What's your address? Take that vest off. Come on. Take that vest off for me. Come on. Take that vest off. You know. Come on. Take that shit off. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. What's up? Take that shit off. Take that shit off. Like you're not a bitch. Take that shit off.
This guy is not looking like a fighter. He looks like when you set the slider as far to the left on slim as you can during the Oblivion character creator. He is as skinny as my wiener. He's got the body of like 3 french fries loosely held together. He's built like a cigarette. He's out here talking and immediately sounds like looking to throw hands with the officer, telling him to take the vest off, telling him, let's go, bitch. Like, he's talking reckless right now. He thought he was still on Summoner's Rift right here talking to faceless teammates in League of Legends, but it doesn't really work like that here.
Come on, not take that shit off. Let's get it. Where do you live? Your partner here like he's gonna do something. You ain't gonna do shit. Where do you live, man? I live right here. There ain't nothing about it. What's your address? Do something about it. Huh? How about that? Take your shit off and do something about it. You, like I won't. Like you what? Like you want what?
Honestly, the officer was pretty patient here. He's kind of treating it like a joke up till this point. He even looks at the other officer like, can you believe this shit? Because look at the difference here. The officer has like 6 inches on him maybe, and at least like 60 pounds. Like, it wouldn't be a fight. That would be a slaughter. Plus, the douchebag has a huge debuff because his TikTok broccoli hair is in his eyes. I don't even think he can clearly see the officer right now. But he's trying to put on this big song and dance for his friends that he's like some, you know, colossal tough guy here, and it is just shameful.
Take that off. Take it off. Shit. Okay, take it off. Yeah. Let me get your ID. You ain't gonna get shit. Okay. Take it off and you'll see. Well, what you laughing for? I'm writing your shit. Take it off. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. I'm a minor.
It was an interesting
Wow.
strategy post.
Looks like the cop's doing shit.
He's a minor. He's 20 years old. But that right there is actually something I've theory crafted on if I was to ever be in like a dire situation. Like, let's say someone's got me cornered and they're looking to do harm. I have toyed with the notion of trying to say, like, stop, please don't, I'm only 12. Now, it'd be a hard sell in my case because of the tattoos and the beard, but I have the height of a 12-year-old, so I do think there is a chance. But in this case, when he said that, I really did think, oh, he actually might just be a kid, but he's not. He's 20 years old. So he was really just desperately trying to go into, like, the wiggle his way out of this one. It didn't work. Also, I love the line that he gave right before he got the, you know, the fucking pile driver there. He said, "I'm up in your shit," which is very reminiscent of one of my favorite lines in a Freak Out, where a cyclist went up to a guy, like a really creepy guy who was filming a woman's ass, and he was like blocking the camera, and he said, and I'll never forget, "Doesn't matter who the fuck I am, I'm up in your shit, so what the fuck?" It had that same DNA. And I really appreciate that. While I might not like this guy's attitude here about talking all tough about how he's gonna like throw down with this officer who would absolutely eat him, break him in half like a Kit Kat bar, I do like that he tried that line.
So why'd you get in my face? Were you gonna hit me? Huh? So why'd you get in my face then? I told you stop bothering my face, right? Okay, so why'd you get in my face? Alright, stand up. You doing the head? Back up. Hey, back up! Back up, back up. You do that, back up! Right now. The f you doing, bro? Back up, it's no big deal.
Player 2 just plugged in the controller and he's about to put on quite a show here watching his brother get arrested. Now, you'll love to see how quickly his
Player
tune
2
changed
plugs
after
in
being
his
taken
controller.
down. He went from like, take that vest off, let's see it, bitch! Let me see what you're made of, bitch! Like, what's going on with that? Come on, man, like, take the vest off, I'm not gonna say it on camera, bitch! And now he's on the ground, he's like, sir, I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I'm so sorry. Like, he's now just trying, like, to be respectful as if he wasn't just actually 2 seconds ago talking some reckless shit.
Hey, where you going? Hey, bro! Oh, good, I ain't It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I ain't do nothing. What the f***? You let the man go to jail?
Oh my god, those voice cracks. The actual fucking, like, bird screeching of his yelling. Like the kind of shit that you hear in Gamer Rage compilations.
Joey, I'm not angry anymore.
Here. But I'm pretty sure he's also, like, the same age as his brother.
I didn't do nothing, bro. You were about to hit me, dude. I was not about to. So why'd you bar your fist and get in my face? Because, dude, you're running up on me. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I was just hyped up, dude. Yeah, you a bitch, bro. Over there right now. He's a bitch, bro. You bitch me, bro. You bitch me.
So I watched it back a couple times. The guy was balling up his fist a few times, and then right before the takedown, he does get, like, right up in that man's shit. Like, he was all up in there like he was fucking pooping the colon. So, like, he does get close. The officer may have perceived that as, like, it's about to get aggressive, so he just immediately put the kibosh on that, ragdolling this goober. I also love how the brother has almost the same attitude and the same, like, NPC dialogue lines where he just keeps calling him, like, a bitch. Like, it's incredible how similar they are. Like, they're wearing the same shirt, too, I'm almost positive.
I told you several chances. I said, hey, stop balling your fist. Chill out. Alright, I accept your apology, but we didn't have to take it to this level, man. I know, I'm sorry. I was just hyped up. It's like 15 of you guys gonna let you punch me in the face. What do you think I am? Punch you back? Well, you look like you were gonna hit me. I know, and I apologize. Alright, what's all the balling up your fist? There's a situation going on, sir. Honestly, I apologize.
He's now de-aggroed the douchebag here, so now he's all apologetic. Look, I was just hyped up, you know? I was
You
kind of
lost
feeling
it.
myself. I'm sorry. You like walked up on me, and I thought it was time to start, you know, doing some of this at you. Like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, that's his new, like, go-to line now. And it doesn't really help him out that much.
No, you screwed up. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I was acting big and tough. I got.
Will you just eat the thing?
What's gonna happen is he's gonna get taken down there.
I gave Buddy a Cheez-It and he's playing with it.
How old is he? 20. He's 20 years old? Someone over there said he was 16. If he's 20, then he's going down to county jail. All right.
Now that he's had his whole come to Jesus moment, he just keeps profusely apologizing, like, "Oh, I don't know what came over me, officer. I was acting all big and tough. It's ridiculous. I feel so silly. I feel so ashamed. I'm sorry." And he keeps, like, going down that path. It doesn't stop him from getting arrested, but everything cools down between him and the officers. And then they talk to the father here. And by the way, the father is like the sole reason his brother also didn't get into some trouble here. Like, the father was able to, like, get his brother inside and try and, like, calm everything down. And now they're talking to the dad, saying, like, he's gonna be going to, like, the juvenile holding facility or whatever. And the dad's like, "Juvenile? What? He's 20. So they're like, "Oh, okay, well then, yeah, he's just going to jail."
About 2 feet.
Just hooting and hollering and yelling and screaming?
Yeah, just talking shit, that's all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I regret it, trust me, I regret it.
All right.
Sure you know.
So he did get charged with assaulting a police officer as well as concealing a weapon, brass knuckles. I don't know where he was hiding that on his person there. He must have had that in his prison wallet, because he did get patted down, and I guess they just missed the brass knuckles, so that got slapped on there. I don't really know about that assaulting an officer charge, because he didn't do that, except for maybe, like, Sonic-based attacks from his brother's voice-cracking screeches. Maybe, like, the wailing from his brother you could take as, like, an assault on the senses, but this guy didn't really do that. He got stopped before it ever got to that point. So I don't really know how that charge works in this case, but regardless, that's what he was facing. This was back in, like, 2022, so it's a few years old now, but I still wanted to share this, because I just found that to be so interesting to see. That's really about it. So yeah. A delusional psychopath tried swatting someone. What happens next will shock you. Dusting off the old Darman reference here for this one. So some miserable, horrible lady tried to swat someone. I'm sure I don't need to explain what swatting is. It's a horrible, bad thing that'll land you permanently on Santa Claus's naughty list. And this lady looks and sounds like she's one glass of wine away from passing out face first into her copy of 50 Shades of Grey, but in between, she committed a huge crime of swatting. And boy howdy, the shoe went on the other foot real quick. They actually found her, and when they brought her into custody, she started launching Sonic-based attacks at the officers. It's a wild ride that I can't wait to take you on, thanks to Code Blue Cam here providing all of the footage. We get a POV of what it's like to encounter a real-world banshee. But before we even see her, let's go ahead and get brought up to speed with the lore, the call, the emergency that she phoned in.
Hi, this man with a gun, shooting with a gun. Can you tell the street ma'am I can't understand you? Do you have me on speakerphone? He's shooting with a gun. I understand that, and I'm going to send help, but I need to understand the street name. Okay, and who is shooting with a gun? There's a man. What is the man's name? I have no idea. Okay, how do you know this is going on? Oh my God, he's out there with a gun shooting rabbits.
Good afternoon. Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
Answer my questions. How do you know this is going on?
No doubt she's a classically trained actress. That is a very convincing performance. Those acting chops could bring a tear to the eyes of even Margot Robbie. And she is using it for evil, nefarious purposes. So she's talking about a man
Hey,
who's
jerk,
shooting.
you need
He's
some
shooting
work?
rabbits.
Well,
He's
good
shooting
luck.
everywhere. He
Looks
uses to
of
give
it,
any,
you're
like,
gonna need it.
real info, and then like pauses after the operator's asking her how she even knows this is going on. She doesn't answer and then just hangs up.
Based on the nature of the call, all on-duty Brookfield police officers responded to the area immediately.
Cool. I gotta pretty much pass my base on the way there anyway.
Dispatch later informed that the female caller had reached out again, stating she could see the man on the camera and that he was still firing his weapon.
They sent out the whole kit and caboodle like they were about to bring down Cobra Commander. They got there, found nothing, but then the mysterious caller reaches out again, saying the same thing, that this maniac is out there firing his weapon. There's a maniac on the loose and we gotta get him. Only the officers were there. There was no gunshots. They even searched the area for casings, found nothing. They asked the homeowner nearby, nothing. So they were pretty confident it was a swatting call.
While clearing the scene, the female continued to call 911 repeatedly from an unknown number. A sergeant instructed the clerks to forward all her calls to his desk phone.
She called them again and again and again, repeatedly just spitting this fraudulent fairy tale, this gobbledygook horseradish. I don't know what she was.
I like
fucking thinking at
horseradish.
this point. She's like the Riddler, but 50 times as stupid. She's the shittler. So she's over there just spewing this shit. They are at the scene, so they know it's not real, and they just start forwarding those calls to Ace Detective Phoenix Wright's personal desk phone, and he happens to recognize her voice from previous interactions. Let that sink in for a moment. Marinate on that thought. A police officer interacts with so many people, and most of those interactions, I imagine, aren't overly positive. Do you know how annoying you have to be to have an officer remember your voice? That you were such a fucking nuisance that your voice left an imprint in their brain that even just audibly hearing you can activate a Winter Soldier moment for them where they remember your name and everything. All because you stained them with how annoying you were.
When she called again, he recognized her voice from previous interactions. A quick in-house database check soon revealed her identity as 36-year-old Ashley Corbin.
Is that consistent with what you say you're observing? Yeah. Okay, we have gone to the area where you have claimed this has been happening 3 times tonight? Yeah. Yep, you've seen us there? Yeah.
So he got asshole Ashley on the horn here in order to corroborate these reports, saying that you called 10 times now all about this, we've been out there and have seen nothing, and she's just like a broken record saying, yeah, yep, yes. Like, she is a malfunctioning NPC. All she can say is, yeah. And he's just pressing her like, hey, we didn't see anything, you know, what's going on? She eventually says that the guy shooting is on camera, so the officer says, well, we'd love to see that footage. Shocker, you got no footage to show.
I would love to see the video footage if that's something that you can provide for us, because we have been unable to locate it. I'm an officer to look at that issue.
No, we want him to sit down.
What's going to happen moving forward? We're going to be conducting with that term.
What's up? Come on. Come on.
Well, her body is screaming for water.
Pow! Yeah, that's what you get. Stay down.
You can clearly hear it. She is not able to process at all what's happening here. He's even telling her
That's
to
it.
her face
What do you guys?
that they are investigating her for
There's
swatting.
somebody inside there, isn't there?
Goodness gracious, it's about time you guys do your job. He's an absolute menace out there. He's
Guy had a hooker in there.
You need to go investigate his property. You need to take his property. I swear to God, you don't take his property. This and that. She doesn't realize what is happening here at all. Like, swatting is a very serious thing. Again, I'm sure you're all familiar with it, but people die from swatting. So it's something that's taken super seriously here. And she is not able to wrangle that fact at all.
Well, we're worried about our kids.
Yep, you've said that a couple times, ma'am. If you were so worried about your kids, I think you'd be willing to talk to an officer about it.
Are you kidding me? Do you really want to really?
Yep. We're going to pull the phone records from the phone company. We'll write the subpoena. Have you had any drinks tonight, ma'am?
Are you crazy?
No, ma'am. I'm trying to conduct this investigation for you.
Are you crazy for all kinds of stuff.
She started to slip out that she might be intoxicated, but Ashley's putting on a strong show of sobriety to throw him off the trail. Drunk? Me? No. You crazy? You a crazy person? Is that what's going on here?
So, we're gonna end this. He's gonna pay us $1,500.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah, sure is.
Her neurons started to desperately fire as the realization must have started to sink in that they're not buying her story. So she starts to panic a little bit and tries to write a conclusion to the fanfic about how they just shook hands for $1,500 and everything's hunky-dory now. No need to send any pesky officers out there to check anything out because it's all squared away now, huh? Job well done.
Ashley Corbin, I remember her.
That's who I think it is. I think it's Ashley. Hello? Is this Ashley?
Yeah, no, this is not Ashley.
Okay. This is Sergeant Griebel with the Brooklyn Police Department. You called us?
Who is Ashley?
I thought this was Ashley.
Why would you do that?
The tables turn. The officers are pretty sure it's Ashley, so they call her this time to try and confirm those suspicions. And I think it's pretty obvious from the second she answers the phone, they got her. But She's trying to play it cool. Ashley? No, this is not Ashley. What makes you think it's Ashley? My name is Lauren. I'm actually surprised she answered this call with her normal inebriated voice instead of trying to fool them, throw a monkey wrench into their hype with an accent or something. Top of the morning to ya! You know, something like that, and they'd be like, oh, well, clearly it can't be Ashley. This caller wasn't Irish, so we got the wrong person.
Okay, you should probably slow down on the drinking tonight, man. Okay.
The call devolved into her treating this call like it's an Xbox Live lobby, so she just keeps calling him a bitch. It really gets very interesting. It's like a League of Legends chat at this point.
It was also revealed that Ashley had an active felony warrant and had repeatedly called another police agency earlier that day using vulgar and profane language.
What's with getting drunk and calling the cops?
Come on, let's go, bud. I get some more lore on Ashley, and the deeper it gets, the more confused I become at how someone can end up like Ashley. She was apparently calling another police agency that day as well to spew some mumbo-jumbo, and then they eventually find her outside with her dog, and then she's yanking on the dog's leash, which eventually pops the leash off of the dog, and then she has to go on the side quest to get the dog back to get it inside.
Side quest.
It's quite a journey.
I want my attorney present.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. So I'm not going to talk to anybody without my attorney present.
Very well. I will pass on the Brookfield and we'll see what they say.
After a lengthy mission, they do finally get the dog, and the way she's holding him, she's holding it like it's a bioweapon. I've never seen someone hold a dog like that in their fucking life. She's got the dog's wiener pointed at the officers. I think she was hoping that he'd start peeing or something as a distraction so she can make a run for it. I don't know. But she's like holding the dog almost like it's the fucking Heisman Trophy or something. Like, I don't get what she's doing, like, with that dog. I feel terrible for the dog. Honestly, the best thing that could have happened is the dog gets off the leash and finds a new owner. Because she seems remarkably fucking lost and beyond off her gourd.
So, no, I'm not doing a swatting thing with a Brookfield. Are you kidding me?
I won't joke about that.
Whoa!
Joke. Ken is a psycho.
I don't know who Ken is.
The guy?
We honestly don't know much of what's going on. We were told here to come pick you up, that you have a warrant, and Brookfield wants to come.
Oh!
I date a Brookfield officer, okay? My man is an officer, okay? I'm not going to say because I don't want to do shit.
It's pretty clear that this woman is a pathological liar, and it only gets worse. She throws out some really heinous accusations. So right now, she's talking about how she wasn't behind the swatting. That's a very serious joke. That's not a knee slapper or a gut buster that you make gags out of. She would never do such a thing like that. And then she's talking about how she actually dates an officer. Won't name his name, but she dates an officer, and he probably wouldn't like what's happening here. He probably wouldn't like it. So her whole idea here, I think, was to try and, like, I don't know, say, like, hey, I date an officer, so I shouldn't be arrested, you know? I think that was the plan. It doesn't work, but I think that's what she was going for.
You need to go.
No, you're good. Well, we got
That rock throwing bastard.
Hey, be respectful. No, you can take it. Yeah.
It's actually incredible how unlikable this woman is. A just normal person coming out of the elevator doing normal activities, and she yells at them to get out. Like, what the fuck? How could someone possibly be this much of an insufferable piece of shit? It's actually impressive.
That was kind of rude.
I am rude. I'm sorry.
Look at all of them down there.
I'm a surgeon. What? I'm a surgeon. I am. So I'm very particular. So I'm like.
What does that have to do with yelling at a lady?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. There's tons of them in there.
Blurts out that she's a surgeon. It's like a child when they're like making up a story when playing pretend, like SpongeBob and SquarePants in that box of imagination. That's her whole brain. I'm spitting. I'm actually spitting. That's how disgusted this woman makes me. She can't stop lying for even a second, and she can't stop being a piece of shit to people around her. And like the officer's even telling her, like, that was rude. Like this was just a person using this elevator, and now you're yelling at them. And she's like, I'm a surgeon! I'm a surgeon! I'm a surgeon! I like things to be particular. And they're like, what? What? What does that have to do with anything?
I do stuff like very particular. Like, I do brain surgery.
Okay, let's take a while.
So it's very particular.
So does that mean you can be an asshole to people?
I don't deal with people. So it's like I deal with digging in people's brains and digging in. I'm sorry. That's what I do. You dig in, you go and deep dive, and that's it.
I like how she almost tried to drop some kind of scientific terms like brain surgery. You see, it's actually very complicated. And it's why I'm a little particular about things. I don't deal with people. I'm dealing with brains. You know, you have to go D5. D5. You know, knight to D5. You know, you saw it in Harry Potter.
Well, I'm out of arrows.
Wizard's chest. Like, you guys wouldn't get it. I won't bore you with the jargon that you couldn't possibly understand with your tiny, feeble minds. Just know that because I'm a brain surgeon, it gives me the right to yell at people. And it gives me the right to call police departments 20 times a night reporting false crimes because, well, it's what I like to do as a brain surgeon.
You're lying, and you used me as a scapegoat under the bridge. You guys were harassing me under the bridge, and there was no cameras under there, and you guys were harassing me and f***ing me under the bridge.
He also left like a big bag of beer in front of someone's door and...
What's up?
You guys f***ed me in the elevator.
Okay.
Yep.
We have body cameras.
And I have marks.
We have body cameras, and if you want to...
And so do I.
If you want to file a false police report, you can go down that road.
You're lying!
Her next series of lies isn't nearly as humorous as her brain surgeon storyline, where, you know, she received a lobotomy, thus she thinks she's a brain surgeon now or whatever. This one, she starts to try and spin a false rape accusation about how they were raping her on the elevator and under a bridge.
And what they did to me, how they were...
Nobody's gonna... We're just having the exit the car.
Yep,
God damn. Good to hit a ball dance with a frying pan.
And how this guy and this guy. What is your name? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
She now embarks on the Screaming Gambit. This is a pretty advanced maneuver you don't see executed super often, never to any degree of success, where the person just
Bullshit, you see it every fucking time.
screeching and squealing. And it's what she does for the rest of the video. So she's still screaming that they raped her when there is body cam footage to prove that did not happen. That is a blatant lie. All she does is endlessly lie. It's craziness. And that is a awful thing to be lying about. And she's screaming it, and I think the idea was to try and like incite anger, to have like maybe people come in and like, I don't know, push over the officers to save her or something. I don't know what she's even trying to do with that accusation when there's clearly evidence that proves contrary. I think it's to try and like get out of the arrest. I don't really know, but it is unhinged lunacy.
Ashley, turn back around. Ashley, get back on the bench.
Ashley, you need to sit on the bench right now.
When she eventually does get to the station, she lets out her best Joker laugh that she can muster. And to her credit, it's a pretty maniacal, cartoonishly evil laugh that she pulled off. It's pretty impressive.
Stand up. Ashley, you need to sit down.
God damn, break her neck.
Lord have mercy on all the poor souls that were watching this with heavy. They're no longer with us. So she's now claiming they broke her arm when they went over to try and get her to sit up. They didn't actually even lift her, by the way. The second they like touched her, then she started saying that they broke her arm. Another bogus baloney fib here. Liar, liar, plants for hire. Holy cannoli. And now she is absolutely wailing. She is sounding like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. She sounds like if Toucan Sam ate a ghost pepper.
You did it. Oh my god, she's gonna start annoying the other prisoners.
Do you have an NCI for swatting?
Oh god. Like swatting. You guys are so fucking stupid. Swatting.
She goes on and on and on and on and on. It sounds like the screaming goat meme. So that's kind of where that concludes.
There's gotta be good stuff in that
she
mine.
Did receive some charges for it, but really got let off super easy. She, I think, only spent like 6 months in jail for blatant swatting, and she should be counting her lucky stars that they didn't try and pursue some kind of false rape accusation charges as well. I don't know if that's something they even could do, but I'm surprised they didn't try. Like, this really could have been a lot worse for Ashley. Swatting is something that is extremely serious. So she got let off very easily. And man, what a fucking nuisance she is. Holy. That's really about it. So, yeah.
Welcome back to a series so spineless. The Jelly couple subscribed in today's video. Hassan is now crying that he wasn't nominated for QT Cinderella's Streamer Awards. He's mad that he was blacklisted by sponsors like AT&T and is extremely jealous that XQC was nominated. QT has responded to the situation, claiming that her awards are completely
wipe that smirk
fair
off
and
your face.
fan-voted.
Doing one
Asmund
job
has
doesn't make us pals.
absolutely cooking
Got
her
it?
for being biased. He offers $100K to prove that she isn't lying. Popular streamer Jason the Ween's
I'm
parasocial
gonna make you an
community
offer.
is
What are you
harassing
standing
him
there
I gotta
for?
run to the
Don't
bathroom
you
right
have
quick.
ex-girlfriend during the awards. She has ulted and started crying on stream, completely fed up with the award show
Islamism and to turn New York City into a breeding pool for radical Islamist communists. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to his new appointee. This is a lovely woman named Aber Kawas. Sounds Jewish. A Palestinian activist in New York City.
Sounds Jewish.
And she is being appointed as someone in charge of New York City. Now, to be fair, though, she does have a master's degree in Islamic liberation theology from a South African university, so that, in my opinion, makes her qualified.
I wear hijab, and that's obvious, and obviously that, targets me for a lot of different things, and I get discriminated against for a lot of different things.
I think you should cry. I think you should cry, personally. I think you need to start crying. That'll make it more believable.
I also have a lot of different parts to my identity that are hard to deal with.
Okay.
That I don't even get to talk about because all people want to talk about is the fact that I wear hijab.
And this obviously is the problem with 9/11. Now people are feeling unsafe when people in hijabs are around for some reason. I personally can't figure out why. But this is the new Zoran Mamdani endorsement. People are leaving New York. Dearborn, Michigan is on fire. You have no idea what we have today. We got to talk about the invasion because no one's talking about this. All right, I feel like every once in a while I need to make one of these videos because no one else is. So anyway, let's take a little bit of a look. Let's see. So Zoran Mamdani endorsed